Old School Bodybuilding Clothing Company. If it's been 3.5 hours since you last ate protein and now you're starting to freak out, you are old school. If watching someone sit on a hammer machine for 5 minutes between sets playing with their phone pisses you off, you are definitely old school. OSBBC.com for the hardest training athletes.
I'm Dave Palumbo, founder of Species Nutrition. From my earliest bodybuilding days, I believed in only putting the best in my body. And that lives on in the Species Nutrition line of products. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution.
I haven't seen the sun in a week and a half. Look! It just came out! Look at that!
I love it!
Welcome back to After Hours. We are here with a full contingency of whack packers today with lots of conversation and lots of debate. Welcome, guys, to the show. I see Mr. G, you looking very, very drawn in the face, which tells me that you've been training very hard. How's the MMA training for the big Lenny fight going?
I'm training like a savage. Yesterday I got suplexed like 9 times on my neck.
What's a suplex? Explain to people. They don't know.
Well, you're not really. I'm just calling it suplex. What we were doing is we were doing takedowns. You know. And
now,
then,
at your age,
would,
Mr. G, at 63, do you think it's healthy to land on your neck so many times? I feel like I can feel your pain. You know.
I've been training for this my whole life. Look, all the guys I'm going against are 23, 21.
Right.
One guy's a Division One wrestler. He just graduated. This guy is going to be one of the top. He's going to be a UFC champion one day. The guy's sick. Free sports: wrestling, baseball, and football. So when I go, listen. I'm not your fucking grandfather. Don't fucking hold back, motherfucker. You know.
Hey, bullshit. You should be fucking going against that fucking Logan. Yeah, what's that?
Not my son, Logan. The other Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
You
might want to start with your son.
Yeah, he might want it right
Jake Paul.
Work up.
They got the twins, right? Aren't they? They're brothers.
They're brothers, but I don't think they're twins.
No.
It's Jake Paul. Jake Paul's the one that's the fighter. Beat Ben Askren, which, Ben Askren can't box. He's can only wrestle. But I seen George box. George, let me tell you something. At 63 years old, fucking I'd fight him. But you definitely would fucking.
You got to give us some footage, some Rocky footage to put up next for one of the shows, George.
I will. I've just been waiting. I mean, look. He made $115 million. You know, that's why.
Did he really make that much?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
He has I think he has 115 million followers on his Instagram. I mean,
John, what's the business model there? How does someone make back that much money, if they have to pay a fighter that much?
Pay-per-view. They do pay-per-view. Like I told Evan, one of the companies already researched it. My brother wants to do the whole thing.
No one's going to pay to see you on pay-per-view against Big Lenny. You're not going to make that much money. If you find someone else who's a big-time name that you can attach yourself to the card, that might be a good idea.
That's the only way. That's the only idea.
Dude, I guarantee you he can beat Jake Paul.
I mean, I would pay for it. No one in their right mind is going to pay for it other than me and all of Lenny's fans, type of thing.
What, $20? 50 weeks, 50,000. We can get 50,000 people to watch it.
Where are we getting the 50,000 people to pay $20? These people don't even have a job. They live in their mother's basement, and they basically spam you all day long.
Yeah, you gotta love the optimism.
I know.
I mean,
maybe
right? It's infectious.
Carlo Filippone is joining us. Maybe Carlo's Chicken Pound will sponsor the event.
Dave, you know who's fighting? You know who also fought? The strongman guy. That big strongman guy.
They got millions of followers, George. That's why. Let me explain. I got an idea. Carlo Filippone is here with us today, joining us as a guest.
Carlo.
And Carlo owns thechickenpound.com. And maybe, you know how in the Rocky movies when Rocky was hitting the meat, because they were the sponsor of the event, maybe Carlo could sponsor it and you could chase some chickens around his factory and cut their heads off for him, you know?
No,
Pound some chickens, yeah.
He hits the chickens, and then Carlo could say, "That's how we tenderize."
We tenderize them, yeah.
That's why our meat is so soft and delicious.
Yeah, right here.
And listen,
There you
instead of using a chicken,
You're both in Jersey, for
heavy
God's
bag,
sakes. We can make it happen, you know?
Dude, a chicken could be the speed bag. You have a chicken hanging off where the speed
Dead
bag
chickens already. We're not killing any chickens. No chickens will be killed in this making this video.
All over.
So they gotta hang chicken breasts on a hook like they're making souvlaki or whatever.
And Mr. G, you know how Jimmy used to kick? Remember how Jimmy used to kick the paper, John?
The breasts.
John, you remember how Jimmy used to do the flying kicks and kick the piece of paper that was hanging from the ceiling? Mr. G can kick chickens, you know, that are hanging.
But you can't hang chickens from the ceiling.
Why not?
If they're, well,
no, dead chickens, not live chickens.
Maybe if they're dead.
Yeah, no, not live chickens, of course. We're not torturing any animals.
No, not live chickens.
Dude, you know what? And then the end, it could be one of your snakes swallows the chicken.
That's right. There you go.
After he catches it.
Nothing goes to waste on this show. Yeah, we don't waste any food.
No, but you hang it with like a speed bag. Get a speed bag hole, you know, with a, you know, that holds a speed bag, and you hit, you know what I mean? Right? I can picture George doing that.
So George will have the Chicken Pound as his sponsor.
People would crucify us for something like that.
No, we only. Yeah, Peter.
But it's dead already. We get it. It's
only
not
dead.
A real live chicken.
You got to peel it. You got to defeather it. It's got to look like the chicken you buy in the supermarket. We can't be playing with no real chicken.
Rocky got them. They were already hung, gutted. You know, they were just the ribs hanging there. You know what I mean?
Right. So we got to like get that thing with the hook, and you got to hang a bunch of them on there. You know,
it's about speed. It's about speed, bloody speed. I want to see you as fast as a bloody speed demon.
Hey, you guys know Carlo. Carlo was going to be a fighter. Dave, Carlo was going to be a fighter.
I forgot. Yeah, you're right. I think you told us that once before.
I just kickboxed for a year. I rolled a little bit, but nothing at high level, nothing at very high level. What happened was I was kickboxing for a year, and I was just fresh out of body, so I was trying to get leaner and smaller. And the smallest I can get down to at 5'3" was like 155 pounds.
Wow.
So then when I would fight people, these guys were like 6'2", 155 pounds. And I would lose every fight on points because they'd outpoint me. I couldn't get to them, you know. But because they had a scoring system. If it was a knockout, I just needed to land.
You would have.
Yeah.
Or if it was in the cage, it would be a different story.
I would like that. If I had to do it all over again today, that's probably what I would be doing.
You know, you bring that grappling in there. Oh.
Yeah. If I had to start, I wouldn't be a bodybuilder if I start all over today. I would eat right, knowing what I know, but I wouldn't be a competitive bodybuilder. I'd get more into the MMA stuff. I like that.
Me too. Fuck that.
You got to do some unconventional training, though, George. We got to bring you into like. We got to take George to a chicken farm and have him chase chickens like he did at our studio. Except when we had George chase chickens years ago, they were like fancy chickens from so they were pets. So they were, and he still couldn't catch them.
There were too many boxes in the way.
Yeah, he was like running into boxes and shit.
You kept smashing it into the box.
Well, I started running on the beach at night. I ran on midnight. The other day I was running on the beach. It was like about 11:30 at night. And I was looking down. I had my earplugs in, listening to music, Rocky music. And I took one out and I looked up and it was like there was 8 kids standing on the beach drinking beers and smoking a joint. Right?
What'd you say to them?
I said, I go, it's a good thing I pulled out my earplugs. I go, that's right. I'm Mr. G, the Fighting Irishman. Watch me in my fight in November. Woo!
You mean you didn't tell him smoking's bad?
No, he's trying to get business.
They went crazy.
I thought you were sort of life coaching about telling him how you're following a bad path and you got to stop smoking.
John, you have a very good way of putting things in perspective. I want you to outline for us a day of training for Mr. G versus a day of training for Big Lenny. Okay, what would they give us the scenarios of both? Like what Mr. G.
Big Lenny ain't even gonna go in this fight. You're gonna have to get a second guy.
Georgie would wake up at like 3:30. All right, he'd run on the beach 17 miles with sprints in between. He'd work up to that, and then he'd surf, and then he'd come back and he'd have a protein shake, a species protein shake, and a cookie, and then he weight train, then he'd take a nap. And then he'd go to he'd either go to the Muay Thai, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the mixed martial arts, the karate school, one of the schools he'd go to. They're
all in one.
Right there, Nick Caccione.
My daughter fights.
He'd go to Nick's, and he'd train for 4 hours doing suplexes, okay? And then he'd eat, and then he'd go to bed. Big Lenny, wake up at about 11:45. I'm just guessing, so there's no shade on
Might be like 1 o'clock, yeah.
No shade. Maybe like 1 o'clock, maybe that was a little early. So he'd wake up and
a loud morning fart.
Right. First thing. Now I'm assuming he's in South Beach, right? He's
in Delray.
He's Delray. So he's going to go take a walk on the beach with no shirt on, and just see what happens. See who says something, and then he'll go from there. He'll start,
while he's drinking a shake on the beach, so he doesn't want to burn too many calories here.
Yes, and then while he's doing that with it dripping, he's gonna accost some Asian women,
or Asian men that look like women. Yeah.
Even better. Yes, some Asian trans, whatever those are, and get them to lift up their shirt, show their titties, and then he'd probably, I don't know, go train. He'd go lift heavy, do deadlifts. Yeah, that's what I think he would do.
You don't think he'll hit the bag at all?
He probably will, as you get closer to the show, to the fight, because I don't think he wants to,
burn himself out.
Right, exactly. He wants to save it. I think he wants to save it.
You guys know that this George is George is taking his shit serious, but you guys know.
Greg, that's exactly the image I wanted.
No, I know that, but I'm going to tell you, Big Lenny's not going to fight.
No, Georgie is taking this. He might as well be carrying a torch to light the Olympic torch.
That's right. I know that. But what I'm saying is,
he wants to run the mile in under 4 minutes. He wants to break records.
But I don't believe that this fight's gonna happen. I'm just you're gonna have to get somebody to stand in for Big Lenny, a second guy.
Why?
Well, if he makes money for it, he get paid.
Big Lenny's not gonna fight. Did somebody said he just got in trouble or something like that? I don't know.
Did he get arrested?
One thing that you left out of Mr. G's day, which will answer a lot of people's question as to why they're not getting their cookies, is baking cookies was not in that itinerary.
Right, exactly. I was also going to weave in there that maybe he'd get a blowjob in the morning too, but to get him going. But I don't know if
he can't waste women weakened legs. No.
But that would be his brother Bobby. Listen, you got to get the fuck out. You better
Bobby's riding the bicycle behind him with yelling shit at him, throwing.
The only thing is they're on stationary bikes.
No, Bobby's on a skateboard. He's got a harness around Georgie. Georgie's running, and he's pulling Bobby behind him on the skateboard. And so Bobby starts slaloming, to put tension on the rope, intermittently.
And Bobby's selling t-shirts for the fight.
Yes, absolutely.
Bobby's got a golf club, and he's fucking swing. George is pulling him, and he's like, "Mother, if you get close, I'm gonna fucking hit you with the golf club." You know what I mean? And George is running, like fucking. That would be great. But you know that you're gonna have to get somebody to stand in for Big Lenny. You know that, right?
No, I don't think so. I really don't.
No, Dave. First of all, Dave said he's gonna make it happen. If he doesn't make it,
He ain't listening. But Lenny and Dave are kind of estranged right now.
No, we're not.
Wait, well, back up. What happened to that article that somebody sent me that Big Lenny got arrested?
We don't know. I mean, I'm assuming it's true because it was like from the Broward County or something like that.
That was legit. I looked it up. It was legit. I mean, that's him, right? The name?
So wait a minute. I got an idea. So then George gets himself arrested so that they can fight in jail.
Well, I don't think Lenny's going to jail for having some drugs or whatever they arrested him for.
But do we know what drugs they were? I'm thinking they were like steroids and shit.
It was probably GHB or something like that, you know.
Yeah, the way the article was written, it didn't sound like it was.
No, it seemed like it was like you get arrested for public drunkenness. And
Dude, he could fucking commit murder up here in New York, and they won't even.
They won't put him in jail. Yeah, they don't want to take up the jail.
He'll get out of jail that day.
Rick Collins said nobody's going to jail.
No bail. Come up here in New York. No bail.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Jimmy the Bull.
Jimmy.
Can I say something for a fucking minute? I haven't been on the show in 3 fucking weeks.
All right, well, why not?
And you guys act like I'm fucking dead. Like
I don't even see you. We don't even see you.
You don't see it.
You were pacing back and forth. I don't want to interrupt in the fucking conversation because I got respect. All right? That's why I don't fucking open my mouth, because you guys are chatting away like fucking 3 wash women, and I gotta fucking go away with my turn over here. 3 weeks I'm fucking not even on the show.
Why are you peeking into the camera sideways?
Wait a minute. Hold it.
I sent fucking Dave all those videos yesterday. I was taking it in the ass.
Back up, bro.
He's back to work, John.
No. Back up. You abandoned us.
Yeah.
You didn't even show up. You didn't
Abandoned
call
my
in.
balls,
You didn't
John.
send a message.
My
You didn't do nothing. You just abandoned us. You just said they didn't show up one day.
I didn't abandon anybody. If I can't make the show, it means I can't make the show. That doesn't mean I abandoned you. It means I struggled. I couldn't get on the show. You don't think I need the show? Hey, George, sit the fuck down and talk. Where the fuck do you go? Oh, you're done talking now? You want to just fucking leave? Is that how it fucking works, huh? That's how it works. He's done. Let's just leave. Oh, Jimmy's talking. Fuck it. I'm leaving now. Fuck it. Fuck him. Yeah, fucking bullshit. I find that disrespectful. All right? That's disrespectful.
George had to do some
I'm
push-ups.
talking about fucking Lenny. I'm talking about me now. That's fucking. I start talking. You walk away. What, you gotta go take a piss?
So
Why
how
don't you do
about
push-ups?
Mr. G against Jimmy the Bull in case Lenny don't show
Yeah,
up?
there you go.
Nah, they're friends. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
no, they're not gonna fight.
That never happened.
But can I tell you my story real quick?
Let's hear the story. Let's hear it.
Jesus Christ!
Jim, can I ask you one question?
Is it true that
Jimmy,
you're driving your
can I ask you
truck
one
again?
question? What do we eat? What's lunch? What's that? What kind of sandwich?
I like
you got?
that fence.
Boring, man. I got turkey sandwiches. Boring.
Ah, shit, Jimmy. Sausage and peppers.
Way too healthy.
Cold, Jimmy. How's a turkey sandwich
But
gonna
my
get cold?
story is, I haven't been working, right? So a friend of mine calls me up yesterday. Says, Jimmy, what are you doing? The day before. I says, nothing. He goes, you want to take my truck and a little U-Haul and you and Richie go upstate and get me 2 cabinets and a couple of bottles of liquor? I go, yeah, fuck it. He goes, I'll give you a couple hours. You're not working. I said, yeah, it sounds good, brother. Go ahead, right. I'll pick up the truck 7 in the morning. No problem. Couple of fucking cabinets.
Hold
couple
on,
of bottles
Jimmy.
of liquor.
Hold on.
I'm in.
Jimmy, why do you need to drive upstate New York to get him a bottle of liquor? They don't have liquor stores in Long Island anymore?
No, he had a place up there. He sold. He had to get the liquor out of there because the new owners had a different liquor license. You can't, according to the law, you can't have liquor that's under somebody else's license on the fucking premises. That's the story I got from the fucking deputy sheriff that was up there. That told me I got about 4 hours to get the shit out of there. I had no idea all that shit was going on. So I get the fuck up there, and I got a 5x8 fucking U-Haul in the back. I could barely get my Harley in there. I'm saying, all right, can't be too much shit. I got the pickup. I got the fucking U-Haul. I go up there, me and Richie. I show up, the sheriff's there. I said, what's happening, brother? He goes, you guys got about 4 or 5 hours to get this stuff out of here. I says, we do? I says, I don't know anything about this. He goes, yeah. He goes, today's the last day. Okay. I said, what do we got to get? I said, I heard 2 cabinets and some bottles of booze. He goes, yeah, all this booze here was a half a garage full of fucking booze, bro. Bottles up the ass. Fucking cabinets, washing machine, dryer, pool table, shuffle fucking board. A fucking kidding me? A cup of machine, a machine at the 400-pound espresso fucking machine. I said, you guys are kidding. How are we going to fit all this shit in the fucking little U-Haul that this fucking guy gave us? So we did the best we could. I loaded up all the liquor. All the bottles are open. It's pouring all over the fucking place. I said, I can't take this fucking liquor. So the cop says, well, there's a dumps up the road over there. I said, yeah, but he wants his liquor, this guy. He goes, well, you gotta get it out of here. I said, well, yeah. I dialed the number. I said, you talk to him. Tell him that the liquor's got to get dumped. Makes the call. Guy says, dump the liquor. I go up to the local dumps up there.
Why did you have to dump the liquor?
You can't transport open bottles.
Half of them were open.
Oh.
Did the pour tops on?
No, they took them off.
They were just open?
Open, bro.
Why didn't you just pour it down the drain?
Bro, Dave, there was 2,000 bottles. I sent you the video.
And why were they all open?
You should have chugged one of them.
The people that took over the restaurant, whatever, took all the tops off. I don't know. I was just going up there to get 2 cabinets. Jesus Christ. I go to the local dumpster, right? There's all those fucking hicks are up there, the fucking sticks, right? I pull up to the fucking scale. The guy goes, what do you got on the scale? I says, I got a couple of about 400 or 500 fucking liquor bottles. He says, oh, okay, just pull around the other side. He goes, I'm gonna get the payloader. I said, yeah, no problem. Comes around the other side. He's looking at all the bottles. He goes, wow, this is good stuff. He whistles, you know. All the other guys come out of the fucking woodwork. And they're, oh, give me that, buddy. Oh, they're all taking the bottles. I wonder if this is for the 100 Lodge. This is for the Elks Club. And they were fucking ecstatic. I was like, all right, how much do I owe you? Do I got to get on the scale? He goes, no, man, get the fuck out of here. Just go, brother. This is fine. Take it easy. We fucking drove away, right? Now
True alcoholics will drink alcohol that's even open. They don't even care.
Oh, no, fucking
I was just going to say they should
took it all.
At least chug at least one of the bottles, right?
Yeah, it could have been filled with piss.
I wasn't drinking no open bottle. I don't know how long that shit was sitting. Plus, I'm driving, John.
That never stopped.
Now we go back. We're fucking loading pool tables, slate, shuffleboard, dressers, glass, fucking cabinets, coffee tables, fucking half a bed. I mean, I was like, we were there till fucking like 6 o'clock at night. Then we left. I go, let's go hit this diner over here. It's got to be good. It's upstate New York, you know. Go get a hamburger. Tastes like dead deer meat with a fucking piece of cheese on it. It was disgusting.
Probably was deer meat.
I ate the fucking thing. I wanted to throw the fuck up. I got home 10 o'clock last night, bro. 10 o'clock I got home from that bullshit.
Jimmy, where upstate did you go?
2 cabinets and a couple of bottles of booze.
How far upstate? Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Hunter Mountain.
Where?
Hunter Mountain. Which one? That's far.
Hunter.
Oh,
Hunter Mountain. Holy shit.
So now, hold on. Let me get this story right, Jimmy. So what did he have, a bar? He had a bar up there? Is that what it was?
Yeah, hotel bar, whatever. Yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
Was it by the ski slope at Hunter?
Yeah, I sent the video today. It was right under the...
So what did he do? He sold it?
The motherfucker.
Jimmy,
right under the fucking mountain.
Jimmy, what did he do? He sold it?
Huh?
What did the guy sell it?
Yeah, he sold it. He had to get out of there.
All right, so...
Tells me to go up there and get 2 cabinets and a couple of bottles of booze, this fucking guy.
All right, so let me ask you this question. You drive up to Hunter Mountain, which takes 4 hours. 4 hours back. You had all this moving to do. Get rid of all this stuff. How much did you get paid for the day?
$12.
Question of the day.
$200 fucking dollars I got. I'll never fucking do it again. Never.
You know what movers would have charged this guy?
Yeah, that's why he had us 2 assholes go up there. He told me it was 2 cabinets and a couple of bottles of booze. I figured, all right, I got a nice trip upstate to make a couple of bucks. Fucking, I'm broke.
Yeah.
I go up there. It's a fucking out of empty fucking 2 fucking rooms out. Fucking disgusting.
Did you tell him that you wanted more money?
I was already in it. I'm pushing this cabinet out to the truck. Me and fucking Richie had this huge cabinet. We're trying to get it in the U-Haul. We couldn't even get it up on the edge of the U-Haul. We're trying to struggle to get this motherfucker up there. All of a sudden, the cabinet just took off like boom. And me and Richie looked at each other like, what the fuck? I look behind me. It's this little girl. She's fucking about this high, 90 pounds. She came out of the hotel, and she's just shoved the fucking cabinet right through the fucking... I said, holy shit, you're strong, man. You know, I couldn't believe the strength of this girl.
The ride up to Hunter Mountain alone, he should have gotten paid $200 just to drive there and back.
I don't know. That's a beautiful ride, man. I would have paid to take that.
No, well, yeah. I mean,
Not from Long Island.
It's killing his whole day.
That's what I figured, John. I figured it's a beautiful. I got nothing going on. I haven't been to the mountains in a long time.
$1,000 you should have gotten.
Fucking hundreds of deer around and shit. It was fucking gorgeous. I figured, fuck it. I know I was gonna get punished like a motherfucker, like I always get punished.
Well, you see now, if you let me, negotiate that deal for you, this is what I would have done as your agent. I would have had them get a truck ready, load the truck up, and leave enough room for your bike. So then you could have ridden your bike up to the Hunter Mountain, which is the most gorgeous ride in the entire world from Long Island. You could have put your bike in the back of the truck, already loaded up, ready to go, drive back to New York.
My bike's not even running, brother. My bike's not even running right now.
That's
we get up there, you know what the girl tells me, Greg, when we get up there? She says, oh, you guys are here to move the furniture? I go, yeah. She goes, the moving guys were here. They couldn't get those two big cabinets down from upstairs. I said, really?
You should have run for the hills at that point.
That was the sign right there.
That was the sign right there. I was like, you got to be kidding me. The moving guys left it? She goes, yeah, they couldn't get it down. She said, it was tremendous. They're heavy. I had to come down 2 stories with that shit down the stairs, bro.
That's why you should have gotten out of there immediately. You should have run.
That shit happened to me.
Dave, doesn't this seem to illustrate a pattern with Jimmy? He's always accepting these jobs that turn into absolute catastrophe.
Because he trusts friends. He trusts fake friends.
Well,
no, he was a friend. He was a fucking friend, bro.
Yeah, Dave, even more of a reason to absolutely describe in great detail the job and what your responsibility is, so you don't get every time you get the shitty truck, you get tires blowing up, you get wheels falling off.
I left out one part of the story.
You gotta get gas 2 times.
I left out one part of the story. We had to go get another truck. Got a Pete's mechanic down the road. Richie had to drive that back after we got loaded.
Oh,
so we go down the road and we get this fucking bucket truck. I don't know what the hell this guy's going to do with it. And we get that. I'm following Richie down the road. All of a sudden, the fucking thing starts smoking and shit coming out of the back of the truck, right? I'm like, oh, my God. All of a sudden, one of the tires ripped and the fucking retread's going like that. I said, yo, pull over, Richie. He pulls over. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, the thing was smoking. I said, you can't. We'll never make it to Long Island with this piece of shit. I said, you got to turn it around. We go back to the mechanic shop. We drop it off. The guy goes, I don't want to fix this fucking truck. He goes, I'll tow it back to fucking Long Island. I'm not fixing it. I said, really? I don't care what you do with the thing. Burn it. I says, I'm getting out of here.
John, isn't there a certain point where they retire these trucks? I think that Jimmy's friends find these places that the retirement trucks go to, and then they buy the retirement trucks, and then they put Jimmy in the truck to drive the thing. That's what
I call the guy up that owns the truck. I says, yo, the fucking truck's almost on fire. The wheels are falling off. The fucking alternators, the batteries are going, what the fuck? He goes, I don't understand. I just put a lot of money into that truck. I said, you did? You did? I said, I got the bill right here, brother. $90. What the fuck did that guy do for $90? What, do you overhaul your truck? Get the fuck out of here.
What he should have said was, that's right, Jimmy. I always give you all the shitty trucks.
I'm done. I'm done. The happiest time in my life ever was I drove down to fucking Florida and I was smelling the salt water down in the air in the summer. That was the happiest, peaceful moment of my entire fucking life.
Oh, wait, is that the day that Dave wouldn't let you in his house?
I wasn't home. I wasn't home.
So wait, Jimmy, what's the moral of this story? Are you gonna move or what?
Yes, I'm moving.
When?
I'm coming down in September or October. I'm coming down here. I'm coming.
I'm
coming to your house first.
I hope so.
I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it.
Before.
I'm marking down the date right now.
When my fucking little skinny ass came down there, you didn't believe me before when I came to your house.
I still haven't seen you, so I don't have any validation that you've been there, actually.
Oh, well, he was at my house. I got to give him that.
My wife saw him, but I don't know. She could just be saying that to get him off the hook.
It's all right. Next time I catch you. I'll catch you next time.
I'm marking down the date right now.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. Love you guys, man. Have a great day.
I love it, Jimmy.
Love you, Jimmy.
I'm sorry I missed Ricky the other day, right? Was Ricky on the show with the bicycle and doing all that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry I missed it.
Yeah,
George,
Ricky.
I'm glad you sat down
Ricky
here and listened to my fucking rant because I got to vent to my friends. And if I can't sit down and vent with my friends, and you got to get up and
No,
walk
I
away
get
when I
it.
start talking, it's insulting to me and it hurts my fucking feelings as a friend. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
We live to hear you vent,
You got to
Jimmy.
listen to me. That's my therapy, bro.
We live to hear you vent.
I love you guys, all of you. Dave,
I love you, Jimmy.
Take care.
Jimmy, no more turkey sandwiches,
Jimmy.
sausage and peppers.
Next time I talk to you, it'll be a fucking some kind of huge fucking sausage Zazie sandwich with peppers and onions.
Sausage and peppers. There you go. Fuck that turkey sandwich.
I matter of fact, I'm gonna throw it out.
All right.
Boy, go get a hot dog.
We love you, Jimmy.
See you later.
We love
See you
you.
later.
You know,
All right, I got to take care of something.
hold on. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. So Jimmy's just like my dad. My dad has to come. My dad is only interested in being in the conversation as long as he's telling the stories. As soon as someone else starts telling a story, he leaves. He doesn't want to. He wants to go home.
On that note, I got to take care of something.
All right.
I got this great gift in the mail the other day, the shaker cup. Look at a cool sticker on it.
Iron Rage. Like it. Love it.
I mean, the only problem is I don't do that show.
Well, you used to do the show.
I used to do the show.
Yeah.
But it's got this spring in there. This thing is, you will never get a lump in your freaking shake with this thing. So this is my new favorite shaker cup. Jose Robles. Thank you. That was a great gift. And Dave,
That was very nice and very thoughtful. I'm waiting for mine. I guess mine's in the mail. So
all I can say is Mr. Robles is the only person in our whole fucking audience that ever sent me something before you got it. So he is now my number one fan.
There you go. Well, now you feel special at least, John.
I do. For one shining moment, I did.
There you go.
There you go.
Holy shit, you guys.
What's going on with Bob Bonham? What's the update on him with his health, Greg?
He's out of the hospital. He's doing better. He's I think he's on his way to Jersey if he's not here now. But it's hard because he's got like things. He's alone. You know what I mean? So I guess he don't. When you go somewhere, he went down there originally to be with a girl, and she never, she took off. So then, you don't know nobody down there. All your friends and family up here. That's the hard part.
Oh, I thought he came down here to retire, Greg.
Well, he did in that sense. He used the excuse, I'm going to go down there with Michelle. We're going to have a good time. We're going to live down there and all that stuff.
Right.
And, he bought a house and the whole bit. But then, a lot of stuff happened. He's 70 years old. And then when you start getting depression and you start, taking medicine for depression and this and that, all kinds of shit starts happening.
Stuff don't work. None of that medication works.
I tell him. I told him.
None. Makes people worse.
He needs to fight, right, Georgie?
Yeah.
He needs to fight.
Well,
train.
you know what? If he went to the place and trained, he would be taught. It's like a big team. Like we used to weight train at the gyms, and nobody wore headphones. Everyone talked. That's what it's like when you're training at the place. Everyone's training together. They're all talking, communicating. He misses that camaraderie. You know.
Well, he's alone. You know what I mean? Like he's totally alone.
Greg, the reason he's alone is he only wants to hang out with 20-year-old fitness babies.
Well, I told him, dude, you gotta change your, you gotta.
Nothing wrong with that, John. I guess, right? When you hit 70.
Well, yeah, but at some point, they're not going to stick around for the long haul. And if you want to be not alone, you gotta reprioritize your.
I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends that are the same thing. A lot of friends of mine that are still fucking, they're my age, they're 60, or Bob's case, Bob's 70. But I mean, they still look at the fucking, a girl that's young, and even though sometimes they'll tell me, yeah, well, you know what, I'm starting to look for girls like 35 and over. I'm like, 35, but you're, when you're our age, 35 could still be my kid. Well, I have a kid that's already my son's in his 30s, but I'm just saying, you can't fucking, what do you bring to the table in fucking, 10 years? They're gonna be, it's just they don't get it.
You're going to be peeing in a bed in 10 years.
Oh, John, Greg, I got one more thing. I left out the best part of the story. Hold on a minute.
He's back.
I'm moving all the furniture, right? So one of the girls, she's looking at me. She goes to me, I know you. I said, you do? how could you know me? I says, I'm not even from this area. She goes, I watched the show, The Dog Attack. That was my favorite video. I said, you watched the fucking Dog Attack? She says, I was laughing my ass off for fucking an hour. I couldn't believe it. I had to share that with you. That this girl knew me all the way up there in the fucking woods.
Jimmy, was it the little chick that pushed the shit into the truck?
Yeah, and that was the girl that shoved the camera like it was nothing.
Jimmy, you should have told her. Let's go get something to eat. We'll go down the road.
And the moral of the story, Greg, is Jimmy's moving down to Florida with this girl now. And Jimmy doesn't even know why we're laughing because he didn't hear the other stuff.
I love it, bro.
Jimmy didn't even know what the punchline was because he didn't listen to the Bob Bottom story before that.
Now, was that ever a gift-wrapped opportunity right there that he fucking blew?
Yeah, of course.
Right there. Yeah.
But you know what? The fact that he blew it probably saved him a lot of money because as Bob Bottom would have cost him to move down to Florida, with that girl.
Oh, yeah.
Or it could have gone that way, yeah.
So he's not dating that girl no more then?
No, the girl's got somebody. But, the girl had issues. So, she's a good kid. I know her for a long time, but when you got somebody who, if you put people who are mentally unstable and you start throwing shit around there, it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
No, Bob has to have a new mission. His mission used to be like in the middle. His mission used to be his gym and having the extravaganzas.
I told him that.
He's got to do a new mission.
Got to get ready for a fight, right, Georgie?
Yeah, Bob.
Maybe he can promote your fight.
Bob is great. Come on, Bob is always. He was one of the best promoters ever, was he?
Oh yeah, with that.
He had the extravaganza, right?
Oh, him and Kenny Kessel together fucking came up with that show, and every year that was a great show.
Great show.
You know, it'd be great at every Olympia and every Arnold is to have bodybuilders and power fight each other in the cave. That's what's happening now.
Let me ask Greg. Hold on. Let me ask Greg a real question here. This is a legit question. I just hit me. So Bob and Kenny Castle would put on this women's extravaganza, which I've been to a million. I loved it. It was great, a great idea. Women's Physique World magazine used to sponsor it. Was the initial impetus to do that, Greg? You think to hook up with chicks for those guys?
No, but I think it was definitely like it's I don't know. It's almost like you're doing an article on women's anatomy and shit like that. So you tell your wife, I got to go to a strip club because I really want to get up close and personal. You know what I mean? Like, I do believe that, Bob saw everything as a business. So but what a nice business that is, It's almost like opening up a strip club and shit. So, I mean, I remember one time. It's Carlo. Yeah, Carlo helped him 1 year. Carlo and him partnered up.
I was there because I worked for Bob. A lot of people may not know. I worked for Bob and ran his gym, moved it to the last location. And I got to tell you, and I'm going to defend him here, he was very professional. I mean, don't get me wrong, he liked the eye candy, but he was also married. And for a long time, he was a very loyal husband to Debbie. And I didn't get that impression at the tail end. When the marriage essentially broke up, it was a free for all for him, and we know that. But in the beginning, when he first started running the shows, it was just it was very, very professional. But I mean, he had opportunities all over the place. So
he was.
I don't know what internal motive was.
Well, listen, you know how he was with business. I mean, he'd tell The Rock, give me you owe me money for a shirt. You know what I mean? So. It wasn't. He definitely was a businessman. Kenny Kessel was the one who actually drew the girls, not Bob. It was Kenny Kessel because Kenny Kessel had the Beauty Fit modeling agency for fitness girls. For girls that were bodybuilders, fitness, the whole bit. And Carlo knows. Carlo 1 year ran the show with Bob, and Carlo, Carlo, I was at every show, and Carlo was always, was there working. We worked together. Carlo and I actually worked together at those shows. We actually helped Bob move the gym from one area to the other.
Hold on, where was that gym originally? Because I only know it in that one place. Where was that? In that school, the old school?
No, it was down the street, like in another place.
Oh, it was?
When it first. Talking like
he had a smaller building, Dave, with 2 floors.
Oh.
Right.
And that wasn't even his first. That was his second gym.
Right, that was his second.
I started with him in 1991 when he was on, I think it was Park Avenue. And it was right up the street from where the last gym was on Union Ave.
Yeah.
And it was a 2-floor. It was a great, great gym. But yeah, Greg and I helped him move. I was a couple of weeks away from a show, and we moved the gym into this 30,000 square foot facility, which was dynamite. But I never got the impression that he was doing it just for the girls. I think it kind of came with the territory at a certain point in his life when his marriage was over.
Right.
So, but I don't think he was, and I can attest, I never saw him walking around blatantly trying to flirt. I mean, I guess in the Evan.
He's always been, look, like any guy, he liked to, he'd flirt, but he wasn't cheating on his wife or any of that kind of shit. He liked the girls. We all did, I was there with Jimmy the Bull, and we would fucking sit in the back, and I would tell the girl, I got to just tell you something. I love seeing you walk away, bro. That fucking, because they all have, he put me, one year, I forgot where they had it, Carlo. It was in a hotel, and he had me watch the girls, and I guarded the door, but I guarded it from the inside, and I'm in there, and
I was in there too. The Olympia.
Yeah, what's that?
He was at the Olympia. That was the Marriott in Hasbrook Heights, if I remember correctly.
You might be right. I don't remember, but I was in there, and it was the last time that Debbie Dobbins. It was right before she died. It was the last show. She was naked. They were all fucking naked, walking around in the back, doing their makeup with each other and shit like that, and high heels with no clothes on and shit. And I was like that red-haired dude from fucking Revenge of the Nerds. Like, oh, yeah, pie. You know what I mean? I'm looking all you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, yeah, pie.
And then you had me who was totally shy. And the minute that I would see that, I turned my head. I was like, oh, I don't want this girl thinking I'm staring at her. Because I was like, I'm kind of hurted by nature, At least I was back then.
I would do the same fucking
but
shit.
I didn't see that.
You would talk to them. See, I worked in a strip club for years. I would talk to them, but I wouldn't look at their ass and boo. You noticed that you did, but when you talk to them, you try to act like, oh, she's naked in front of you. Like, yeah, it's like nothing. You know what I mean? What do you need? Yeah, sure. Go over there and ask that guy. And meanwhile, you're like, she's fucking stark naked talking to you. You know what I mean?
Look, I was so shy because a lot of people don't notice about me because I'm not really shy anymore. But I was so shy when I started bodybuilding. A couple of years into it, I started going to the gym, working out. I got in shape and all this stuff. And I grew up, I wasn't a very handsome boy. I had the bad acne, bad hair, all this stuff. So I didn't really meet any girls until I got into my early 20s. And then when I got into bodybuilding, friends of mine would be like, oh, come, we're going to go to a strip club. We're going to go to a strip club. I was so uncomfortable there. I used to give my friends $100. I'm like, here, you give this to them. True story. Last time I was in there, I went, I guess with my brother, I can tell this story. I went with my brother. I gave him a couple of $100. I'm like, here, just hand it out to whoever you want. And I stood by the wall, not at the bar, and hung out back there. And then he'd give the girl the money. And then the girls would be like, yo, who's that guy with you back there? Because I was still in good shape. And they wanted to talk to me. I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I was so embarrassed. Because
of what they saw you giving him the money. They probably thought you were like his fucking, mafia boss or something like that.
Yeah, they probably thought you were the money man. They had that one club that right by the gym, and it was, I think it was, what was it called? The
AJ's.
No, what was the place where it was totally nude?
Oh yeah, you know who worked there? Fucking Bob dated one of the girls that worked there.
It was it
was the Russian female bodybuilder.
I don't remember who. There was a bunch of the girls from Canada used to come down.
She won the Olympia. You talking about Valentina?
No. You don't, Carlo. You remember the Russian girl he was dating?
I remember Mariana Komlos used to work there, and she was gorgeous. She used to come down from Canada. A lot of really good-looking bodybuilder girls would work there. I don't know why they would, but they would go there, Bob would tell me. And they would stay in a hotel right there, and they would work that club. And I guess they made a lot of money. I don't know.
I used to go there with him.
You know what? You know the club I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. I used to go there with him.
What was it called?
I forgot the
Probably
fucking
still
name.
there.
Yeah, I think Carlo's right. I think it's called AJ's. What's
Might
his
be.
name, Carlo?
It was either AJ or Naval. Yeah.
Carlo.
What's the big AJ?
Carlo, you know who used to be wait, what's it? Doug used to work there. Remember Doug? and then the guy, the big motherfucker that
Yes,
had the
big
tattoo
dog.
down the back of the fucking arm. Right. Remember, who's the guy that had the, not Glenn.
I think it was AJ's.
Yeah. What was the guy though? That you remember? He was a tough guy.
It
It was a Drew. Remember that guy Drew with the tattoo down the back?
Yes.
And then Doug.
Yeah.
And then we used to go there. And then
what people don't realize is in New Jersey, if they had the go-go bars, which you could serve alcohol at, right? And then if you wanted to do totally nude, there was no alcohol at the bar, right?
No alcohol.
Juice.
I don't know if that's still the law.
Juice.
But then
Lookers was where we used to go in Jersey.
Maybe that was the name of the place. What was the place that actually became the Bada Bink or whatever in the Sopranos? What bar was that?
Oh, Christ.
That was, hold on a second.
Torpedoes.
No, it wasn't Torpedoes.
I can't remember. I know what you're talking about.
Remember that there was a strip club in the Sopranos. It was it was in Jersey, that place.
Satin Dolls.
Yeah. Satin Dolls, that's right.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Satin Dolls.
Wait,
That was
Carlo,
a go-go bar, though.
You know where we used to go, Carlo? Bob and I, we used to go to all the strippers. What's his name? I can't believe I don't. The kid Joe something. I forgot his name. You know him. He used to train at Bob's gym, and he owned that strip club right there in Times Square on 8th Avenue, like in the first block. It was right down the street from fucking the fucking Peep Show place there. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
His name was
Carlo
Joe.
doesn't know what you're talking about. He doesn't know about any Peep shows.
Joe, well, we used to go to strip club all the fucking time, Bob and I. You know,
I've been to strip clubs maybe half a dozen times in my life. I've dated more. I think I've dated more strippers than been to the strip club. To be honest.
No wonder why you had so many successful relationships early on.
Dude, I worked in a strip club when I was 18 years old. I was a senior in high school, and I worked at a place called the Lake Lounge. I shared the pictures.
You told me you went to the prom with the girl, right?
I went to the senior. I took a stripper to my senior prom.
Yeah. That was a foreshadowing of things to come for the rest of your life, too.
And my best friend, hey, you know what's funny? I got gonorrhea from that shit. My best friend, my mother's like, you know, you got this, what do you bleed? You got blood and like green shit in your underwear. Because she go clean, you know, when she cleaned my underwear. And I was like really bad, bro. I was like I was dying. You couldn't even put the slightest pressure like that on your pants. We'd be like, your dick was on. You cry when you want to pee. Like, no, I got to pee, fuck. I used to stick my dick in cold water or hot water. Like, shock it. You know what I mean?
Too much information.
Shock the piss. So I went to visit my friend up at Geneseo College. And had to take me to the emergency room.
He's always oozing out of every orifice of his body, John. You ever notice that? Between his throat, his penis, he got diarrhea
stuck his
issues.
Finger up my ass, and then was milking my prostate, and all the pus was coming out. And I told the doctor, I said, I hope you're gonna call me at least tomorrow after this shit. You know what I mean? He was milking his shit out of my prostate. It did feel better.
Little did he know the guy was like was gay, probably. You know.
He didn't take you to dinner first.
No, I told him you better call me tomorrow at least. But he was milking my prostate, bro.
Gregg's been violated by a lot of people over the years. That's for sure.
I was 18 years old. I was fucking 18, and then I went back up and I continued to work there. I brought a stripper to my senior prom, and my best friend at the time brought his school bus driver. We would have talked to the prom.
Bus driver.
Can you imagine that? Today, that girl, she was young. She was like 27, but she would have fucking went to jail today.
Yeah. My school bus driver was hideous. If I would have brought her.
No, this girl was hot, bro. Listen, I got pictures of me and him together, me with my stripper and him with the school bus driver. Let me tell you something. He's the one, my friend is the one who died where I bled all over his face and everything. Yeah. It was him.
Oh, wow.
It was that one. But my friend Joe Parker. But the thing is
it's nice to put a face to the story.
The guy he bled all over the coffin. Yeah, exactly.
That shit look like. But, bro, if you've ever had gonorrhea, it's the worst fucking thing you could ever imagine. I remember telling the doctor's nurse, because she was trying to weave this thing down with the hole of your dick, you know? And I was like, oh, my God. Because your dick shrivels up like you're in a swimming pool. And, you know, I'm pretty well going on down there. But she was weaving this thing down there, and I told her, listen, I'm a little embarrassed because I feel like my dick's smaller right now. And
That's what you're worried about? It couldn't have hurt that much.
She goes, don't worry about it. I got 3 sons. I've seen everything. But it was like it bad because she's holding it.
You're talking about a narcissist who's worried about the size of his penis while he's got gonorrhea and they're shoving a tube down there.
But you know, like when you come out of a swimming pool, your dick.
Yeah, but I don't think most people are thinking about that at that point in time, Greg.
But she was a woman. I felt so fucking embarrassed, And she was an older woman. But her hands were like she was touching it like this and just like weaving that thing. It was like a fucking giant Q-tip with like a metal thing. And she was weaving it down all night.
And people are afraid to get COVID tested. Come on, man. This is a breeze compared to that.
Oh, dude, you do not want. Dude, gonorrhea is the worst thing you could ever get in your life.
So what they do? Put you on antibiotics?
Oh yeah, they gave me 9 ampicillins and they gave me an injection.
Oh wow.
This is a long time ago, bro. Let me tell you something. You could not pee.
Let me ask you the question everyone wants to know is, how did you tell the girl about it?
I didn't tell her. She was a pig. She was a fucking, You
didn't even tell her she's got gonorrhea?
I'm sure she already knew.
No, girls are asymptomatic. They don't know. That's the problem.
Do you know what the worst is? I ate some girl out that had yeast infection, right? And I kept it was dark. And, and I was like fucking, Paul Bonham always told me, I don't care if it's a little fishy, it doesn't matter.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, dude, I don't like that. You know what's funny? This is a true story. When I was a kid, I used to go fishing all the time. I loved catching fish. I would catch sunnies and eat them. And I meet this fucking girl. She's a stripper. I started eating her pussy, fucking stunk, and I'm trying to go like this and shit. And I noticed the pussy lips felt rubber, like rubbery. So I told her something's wrong. So I turned on the light, and I could see all this like fucking cheese, like white shit in the lips, like in the creases, And I was like, oh my God, you got like this white shit. And she goes, oh fuck, I got my yeast infections coming back. And I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I couldn't eat her pussy.
And you had it all over your mouth.
Wait, I couldn't eat her pussy, so I turned her around and I ate her ass instead. You think I'm kidding you, bro? I'll eat that ass like a fucking...
So as far as monetizing this show...
forget about it. Well, you know what? John, what he should have done is when he got the gonorrhea, he should have found the girl with the yeast infection to have she had the antibiotics already coming out of her. He could have just, just wiped it all over himself,
Dude, I actually
no one thinks ahead.
I actually fucked her while I had the gonorrhea, but I put a rubber on. I never, ever, ever work. I've been with the filthiest pigs, too, and I've never, ever, ever wore a rubber, and I had it wear. And I actually came with gonorrhea, and it was the craziest thing because it was kind of like fucking sadistic pleasure coming with it. Your cock is on fire, and then you're coming. You know what I mean? And it's almost like, like I can't explain it. It's the fucking weirdest feeling coming with gonorrhea.
And he wants to know why he had throat cancer, John.
Right, you wonder why. But you know what?
That's exactly what the doctor told me.
Actually, Dave, that is true. There is. You can get throat cancer from. I
got it from that. Yeah, Michael Douglas. I always laughed at Michael Douglas saying I got throat cancer from eating pussy. And you know what's funny? That's exactly what happened to me because I got the HPV virus throat cancer. The same thing that he got. The HPV virus. I was young. The doctor told me, you picked this up 30 plus years ago. Because I said, is my girlfriend right now, is she filthy pig? Is that why I'm getting this shit? And he said, no. He goes, this is something you get long time ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. So I paid for it with gonorrhea and then with fucking throat cancer.
But it was worth it. You do it again.
Well, I had a good time. The worst is one to John. You're going to love this. I was cracking her in a can. And, I put a big wad. Wait, listen to this. I put a big wad of Vaseline, right? So I'm pounding her in the ass, and And like I'm taking my hand, and I could feel all that Vaseline on her ass, and I'm listening. I pull my dick out. It wasn't Vaseline. She shit all over my dick. It was. I had to run, and I knew I was really fucked up because I wasn't wearing a rubber, and because I don't wear condoms, and the shit was caked in the hole of my dick. And I said, "Oh my God, I'm fucked now." I was pouring Listerine. She had Listerine in her bathroom. I was pouring Listerine on it. Guess what? 2-3 days later, I had chlamydia. Yup. I had chlamydia. Dude, those girls were so fucked up. We had this place called the Animal House, right? Where they would all sleep. It was like the owner of the bar would rent it. And it had all these rooms in it. The girls would be in each room. One day I'm fucking around with this chick, and this other fucking Mexican chick walks in, and she wants to get involved. And I'm looking, and she has a newspaper stuck to her foot because she was so drunk. The dog, they had a dog there, and the dog, a little puppy, and it took a shit on the newspaper. She stepped on the shit, and it stuck to the bottom of her foot. So she walked with this big sheet of newspaper stuck to the bottom of her foot. You know what I mean? And I'm like, do you realize that there's dog shit on there? Like you ain't climbing to bed with us. You know what I mean? Because they're all pigs. It was a great time. She was been. Dude,
is that where you drew the line, Greg? Greg, is that where you drew the line at the dog shit on the foot?
I drew the line at the dog shit. Not with the shit on. Not when I was cracking her in a can. It was another girl.
Weren't you banging some girl in a can and broccoli came? You had broccoli on your dick?
Yes, that was an Asian girl. Holy shit! I went to fucking.
He found a bok choy in there.
Dude, wait, you know what the worst part
about it?
John, the worst part of the Asian thing was, she had this cherry shit, which I don't really like. If I'm gonna eat your ass, I want to like eat the ass. I want to taste the ass and shit. I don't want to taste. She put this big gob of cherry like lube and shit on her ass, like edible shit, and she's like, "Eat my ass." So I'm eating, I'm eating it.
He didn't like it. It changed the taste for him, John. He didn't like that. The cherry.
No, wait. So it
turned into cherry chocolate truffle.
Wait, no. There was no. But listen, it wasn't.
He's a
cherry,
purist.
It was strawberry. And I'm thinking to myself, holy fuck. You know what I mean? It's this strawberry shit's like it's got like even the strawberry seeds or something in it. Strawberries have the seeds.
He's grossed out by the strawberries, but not by whatever else he's doing, John.
I spit the fucking strawberry. I'm spitting like this. Like you get little pieces of like shit in your mouth, like nuts. So I'm just spitting out the strawberry pits. I look, and it was little pieces of broccoli. Because I fucked her in the ass. I told her, I will never eat broccoli. Dude, at the end of my dick, like this, there was the tiniest little sprig, like that. Little tiny sprig of broccoli.
And you're sure it didn't come out of your teeth, the broccoli?
What's that?
You sure the broccoli didn't come out of your teeth?
Mouth. It was in my mouth.
Well, maybe you had it stuck in your teeth for the dinner, a couple hours before.
Yeah, how do you tell apart which one was for dinner or that?
The chicken or the egg,
How do you identify the broccoli?
Yeah.
I asked her, well, because like, we didn't, she was.
He's like, "What'd you have for dinner?"
That's what I said to her. I said, we had like spaghetti and shit for like, dinner. We ate a little Italian food. And I said, "You ate Italian food. How did I saw broccoli?" And she goes, "Well, that's what I ate for lunch." It was bad.
How about crabs, Greg?
What's that?
Crabs.
I've had crabs, bro. I gave them to my ex-wife.
No wonder why you're divorced.
And you probably lied about it.
No, well, I'll tell you what. She thought I lied because that's back when she knew I was cheating and shit. And she thought I lied. Okay, and I'm against cheating, so if any of you watch this shit, I don't like that shit. I made a mistake and I fucked up. But anyway, back then, and I actually got him from a toilet seat. I know where I got it from. You know by Shea Stadium?
Yeah.
His one weakness is he's got a shit everywhere, John. That's his problem.
That's exactly what happened. I had to take a shit. I was driving it. I was down by Shea Stadium, and there's 2 gas stations across the street from each other. And I fucking went into one gas station. I sat on the fucking toilet, which is I never do. I usually stand up, and I think that's how I got it. I wasn't fucking. At that point, I wasn't fucking around. I had fucked around on her a long time before that, but that made her believe I was fucking around. Cause she's like, no way, dude. They burn, they like itch and burn at the same time.
Well, I appreciate you educating us on what not to do with girls. I hope all you young guys are watching this out here. Don't do anything that he did whatsoever.
Oh, you could take a stripper to your senior prom today, because but just don't eat the box or any of that kind of shit.
The moral of the story,
especially when you get her underwear off and it smells like you took the lid off.
Dude, you know what the best is? She's actually on my Facebook page. Okay, I don't want to say her name because she's one of you guys are on my Facebook. She's one of the girls on my Facebook page, but we're still friends. But I ate her box, right? And at the end of the fucking time of me eating her box, I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, I don't understand something. I remember like I was chewing gum when I first fucking started eating a box, like Hubba Bubba bubble gum, and now I don't have no gum in my mouth. Wait, what happened? And usually you spit that out, but I don't know. We were all hot and heavy, and I just went down there. I didn't even think to spit out the gum. And I looked, and the fucking gum is all entwined in her pubic hair. She freaked out. She fucking freaked out on me. She used to call me Hubba Bubba after that. And,
John, you can't make these stories up. It's impossible.
It was the sickest shit. And then, like 3 weeks later, we're in a fucking nightclub, and I'm talking to her. She was so mad about the Hubba Bubba, because then she had to shave the whole box and everything like that. And, you're talking, this is a long time ago, like 1980. So back then, girls weren't shaving it. And plus, I like the hairy box like that. Because I'm a 70s guy. I like the rug. But anyway, so about 3 weeks later, I'm in fucking in a nightclub, and there's all these big guys, Fran Volpe, all these guys are down there, and I'm talking to her, and she's asking me like, who are these fucking guys? And I'm talking to her like this in her ear, and I'm chewing gum, and the next thing I know, the gum's not in my mouth, it was in her hair.
Oh, no.
And she fucking freaked out. She fucking freaked out again. She's like, don't fucking chew gum around me anymore. God, she was like really pissed. And she had to cut that fucking piece of her hair.
How did your gum get out of your mouth in her hair?
Because I talk, I'm fucking hyper, and I talk so much, and I spit. I'm Italian, I spit when I talk, I'm excited, and I guess I spit the gum like this, and it went right in her hair.
That's funny.
And it was Hubba Bubba bubble gum again.
Oh my God.
You're talking like 1980 and stuff, 81.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
They didn't shave then.
Those are classic
stories.
I
love that, bro. Oh, I love that.
Those are great stories, Greg.
Watching old 70s porn where chicks have hairy boxes, that was hot.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But God put hair on that shit for a reason.
I don't know.
Well, the other way, it looks like like a little 12-year-old girl.
This comes up like every 30
It looks like she got hit in the fucking between the legs with an axe. You know what I mean?
Greg, you always educate us, in topics that no one wants to talk about. So thank you for filling us in on all that.
Don't chew gum and lick pussy.
There you go. Yeah. That's the moral. That's the take-home message of the. I think we should title the episode that probably.
And don't get gonorrhea.
It looked like two of Carlo's chicken breasts, like before he cooks them, when he lays them on top of each other. Two chicken breasts like this. It's why God put hair on that shit.
Maybe Mr. G could box the box,
Box the box.
Carlo, any specials on the chickenpound.com?
RxMuscle is always an active code, and we appreciate it very, very much.
Yeah, baby.
Everybody ordered during the 3-year anniversary last week.
Wow. Congratulations.
Guys. Thank you so much.
I love Carlo's food.
My wife eats it every night.
Dude, you guys should have Carlo cook Italian food too. Woo!
That's a lot of food.
Maybe you should make some Italian dishes available for people.
Oh, Carlo's a great chef.
Throw in some penne alla vodka next time you send some chicken over. No?
You got it. I'll throw some in the box for you.
Dude, let me tell you something. You're going to love this.
I tasted it. This is great. John's like, wait a minute. I don't even want the chicken. I just want the penne alla vodka.
You don't want it in a box. That's all I can tell you.
I don't stick food in the box.
No,
I like to eat
the box I'm talking about is the box of dry ice that Carlos sends over to me.
No, Carlo could cook, bro. Let me tell you.
You had to clarify that.
Yeah,
right.
I wanted to clarify.
Forget, you know, I love it. I love his chicken, but when I'm there, his Italian food's irresistible.
Well,
So
I'll tell you one thing. I have a lot of clients now that are buying chicken from Carlo because it's very convenient, and every single one of them has told me that, you know what, it's the best chicken they've ever tasted. And I'm not just saying this because Carlo's on the show. Because I don't have to say. I would just not say anything. Every single one of my clients who buys it, Carlo says that it's the best chicken. They said they don't know how you make it. You put it in the microwave and it's like the taste is unbelievable. They think they're cheating on their diet when they're eating it. That's how good it is.
He's a real Italian. You don't understand.
Let me tell you, my grandmother, who was the greatest Italian chef of all time, when I would diet for bodybuilding shows, you know, they don't understand that much, but she loved me so much that she'd be like, what do you need to eat if you're dieting? And she would make me grilled chicken and baked potato. I'm telling you, it was the best grilled chicken and baked potato. I don't know how I don't even know. I used to say, Grandma, you didn't put any oil, no sugar. No. Don't worry, you're fine. I know how to cook. I'm telling you, it was tender. It was amazing. If you know how to cook, you can cook anything. That's the bottom line.
Dave, you know what it is? My grandmother, she used to make a salad with her hands. She'd fucking throw salt, pepper, and oil and vinegar in it. She'd mix it with her fucking hands. But it was the greatest salad.
Oh my God, I know.
We used to say her hands fucking. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Magic.
Her hands flavored that shit. It was just, there's something about, but Carlo's an Italian fucking chef. Trust me. If he comes out with a keto pasta or something like that for it, he'll make $1 million. Because with his Italian food, forget about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we're gonna do some keto marinades real soon. So Dave, we'll talk at this point. You know,
so that's
different things.
The chickenpound.com. Use the code RxMuscle. You get your discount. Mr. G, what's going on? Are you baking cookies again, or are you just training for this fight?
I'm still baking.
All right.
Baking. This is our #1 seller.
What is that? I can't see.
The jumbo
peanut
cup?
butter and jelly peanut butter cup.
Let me tell you something.
Those are awesome.
There's nobody. I got to be honest with you. Reese's does not make a better peanut butter cup than fucking
They're pretty good,
George. And I'm not shitting you. I am not shitting.
That white chocolate peanut butter cup.
I like the peanut butter rather than the jelly in there, to be honest with you. Though.
Yeah, that's
white chocolate.
His peanut butter cups are sick. That's fucking not normal.
Yeah.
Not normal. That shit is unbelievable. It's better than Reese's.
But you know what? As far as health goes, I really like the Jumbo Lights and the keto jumbo cookies the best. So just send me those, George. That's all I want.
I will. Well, wait till you see the new. I know Lee may watch this. Lee Priest thing is coming soon. So.
Well, if you send him cookies, forget it. He'll be your greatest marketer.
No, he's got something better than that. Different.
Oh, really?
He's a candy guy. Wait till you see what he gets.
Oh, you're making him
he's
candy?
Gonna freak out, baby.
Oh yeah, Lee Priest is into the candy. He gave Lee Priest gave me a fucking bag of candy once. All kinds of chocolate bars and shit in there.
We made him. This is gonna be this. We made him a phenomenal thing.
All right.
You know, I know it's been a little while, but
your candy's fucking. I mean, not for nothing. Your cookies are amazing. That candy's not even normal. It's unbelievable. I swear to God, your peanut butter cups are better than Reese's peanut butter cups. They could take a lesson from you. The chocolate on there is better. The peanut butter in there is better. And the way you put it together, holy fuck.
See, Greg, I don't like real cookie. I mean, I like the taste of real cookies, but after you eat a couple of them, you start getting like almost nauseous because there's too much sugar in it, and there's nothing to really kind of even out your blood sugar. But because of the protein he puts in there, especially in the lower carb cookies, I can eat those things all day. They don't bother my stomach. I feel great. My blood sugar is stable from them. They're amazing. I mean, really good quality stuff.
He fucking kicks ass with that shit. I tell you what. People don't realize it. People probably think we're doing a little infomercial.
Well, I mean, it's fine. They're our friends on the show. Good products.
Dude, wait a minute. There we go. We should have him team up when Carlos sends out a thing of chickens. We
already suggested that. Yeah, we already suggested that.
The reason why Carlo doesn't make the other stuff is that other stuff is extremely labor intensive.
No, but I'm saying, listen, you get Carlos chicken, you get a meal of chicken, right? And then you get a healthy, like a keto cookie or whatever that you make. it's like holy shit, right? It's like heaven. I get the cookie and I get and I'm good. The cookie's made with a protein and good fats and shit. You know, telling you, it's a good deal.
Yeah, so you have the chicken and a snack.
You too bad you guys can't market that. A little cookie in a plastic, nice little plastic.
like a lunch box.
Right. Dude, I'll tell you what. You guys should hook up. John, talk to John about the business end of it. John's got all the ideas.
We got to find some guy in China to make like whack pack lunch boxes. Like, and we can pack them in little like metal lunch boxes. You buy the thing, you get your whole meal for the day.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta wrap it up, guys. I love you. Thank you, Carlo. Thank you, Mr. G, Jimmy the Bull, wherever the heck you are. John, Greg, Greg, awesome stories today. I don't think I've laughed this hard in a very long time.
Oh, I got fucking way better shit than that.
But we're out of time, guys.
I'll send you pictures.
What?
I'll send you pictures of me.
No, we don't want to see any of those pictures. The graphic image in my head is burned in there forever now, unfortunately. So.
But I can put a face to the girls I'm talking about. There's some of the pictures, they're naked with me. I'm not naked, but they are.
All right, well.
And by the way, all Lenny's fans, I ain't no chicken neck motherfucker. That's right, baby.
So when's the fight? When do you want to do this thing? Have we solidified a date?
Dave, you said you're gonna make. I want to do it.
You got to make. I think you and Lenny have to talk to each other and at least come up with a date for the fight.
Dave, the week before Thanksgiving.
Now it's moved back to Thanksgiving. I thought it was October. You were doing it at the Olympia.
Hold on, Dave. Because the week before Thanksgiving, everyone will be home. Contest will be over. The Olympia is over, and this way, everyone will be around to watch. We can get 1 million people to watch it. I know.
You're not going to get 1 million people to watch this thing.
Yes, we will. $20 a pop.
You're going to get 1,000 people of all these retarded people who watch this show and Lenny's show. That's all you're going to get.
The fucked up thing is that
which if you charge, I guess, 5% of those guys probably have a job. And so 5%, what's 5% of 1,000? What, like 50 people? You'll get 50 subscribers.
Dave, we get 30,000 people to watch our things. If you look on
it's
Lenny.
It's free because we offer it for free. You're not going to get them to pay for it.
Lenny did it. Jake Paul
You'll have someone there with their cell phone streaming it. They'll be watching that.
No, they won't be allowed.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
You get Bobby chasing you with his
maybe Bobby could book Madison Square Garden for you guys. I don't think they're doing any events lately because of COVID. So maybe you guys can sneak in there and do the fight there. All right, I got to wrap this up. I'm Dave Palumbo with the entire Whack Pack. We'll see you next week.
Woo!
There you go. Your Kung Fu is no match for my Kung Fu.